Hello, everyone.
Welcome to our video for Lord of the Rings Duel for Middle-earth.
We're gonna be learning the game. I don't know the rules yet, so Dan's gonna be essentially teaching me during this play.
I've gotten to play the game one time.
Okay.
But this game is based off of the Seven Wonders Duel shell,
Which we did play once, like 3
it was a while
years
back.
ago.
It was a while back. It was during COVID. It was a
Yeah.
good COVID game. Seven Wonders Duel, I think, is like my gold standard of 2-player games. I think depending on who you are, you might enjoy this more because it's got the Lord of the Rings like skin over it. There are some significant differences. We're not playing for victory points. The Seven Wonders Duel had a victory point thing, and so you had to like kind of tally it up.
So we're just playing for win conditions?
Yes. I think that's probably the best place to start with a game like this, is just telling you what the win conditions are. There are 3 instant win conditions. The first condition, I'll just read them off the back of the book. The first condition is Quest for the Ring. Assistant, please show the ring track.
This is the ring track.
This is the ring track right there. All right, so for the Fellowship, now for the we're playing to the strengths of the stream. I am Sauron. I'm the heel. Justin is the face and/or the Fellowship. So
Okay, just Sam.
So
the most important face.
For the Fellowship, if Frodo and Sam reach Mount Doom.
So this is Frodo and Sam.
Frodo and Sam
This is Mount Doom.
Yes, are on the track, and as the track moves, Frodo and Sam make progress. And if you cover one of the symbols on the track, you'll notice there's a bunch of symbols.
Okay.
You get that bonus once you surpass that part of the track.
Okay.
So if Frodo and Sam reach Mount Doom, they destroy the One Ring, and you immediately win the game. For Sauron, if the Nazgul catch Frodo and Sam, they seize the One Ring, and you immediately win the game. So the Nazgul are chasing after Frodo and Sam, and you'll notice that the Nazgul never get further behind.
Yeah.
So as the track moves forward, the Nazgul can keep hunting Frodo and Sam.
This is definitely based off Rings of Power, yeah.
Yeah, I believe this is a sequel.
It's a post-cool.
We no longer tell stories that came before the stories we've already seen. This is a story that happens after a story you've seen, which I think is a brand new concept for entertainment
It sure
at this
is.
point.
Yeah.
We've got to balance the quest for the ring. Another win condition is support of the races. So if you gather the 6 different race symbols on your green cards, you rally support the races of Middle-earth and immediately win the game.
Oh, that's like science, kind of?
So it's basically the science equivalent.
But it's either win or you don't win.
Yes. Now, I will get more into those in a second, but if you collect the symbols, and we've got a couple of symbols showing right here, there's actually symbols above the map here. This is the map of Middle-earth, and we'll get to that in a second. If you collect 2 of the same symbol, then you get to look at the tokens from that symbol, and then you get like a permanent bonus. So there is a reason to collect these as you go. And if you collect 3 different symbols, then you get to look at the top symbol from each faction and then pick one. And the reason there's 2 different colors of symbols here, I didn't immediately pick this up until I played through the game, is that these 4 you can actually get 2 copies of. These 2 there's only 1 copy of.
Oh,
and the later
deck?
Yes. So the only way to get these is if you match the symbol, and you decide when you want to match the 3, and it's only a once per game thing. This is like Wizards
symbol being like having 1 of each different type, or having 3 of one.
1 of 3 different types.
So if you have this and this.
Yeah, so if you have the pipe, which is hobbits, you have the bottle there, which is the elves, and the hammer is the dwarves. So if you collect those 3, you can decide to use them once per game and grab the dwarf, the bottle, or the hobbit. You can choose. You get to look at the 3 of those, pick which bonus you want.
And I can only pick from the ones that I have matching symbols for.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah. So I ended up explaining more about that than I meant to right then, but it's fine. It is part of the game. Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah. The thing I like about the game is that if you've played Seven Wonders Duel, you're like, oh, how does this thing work? And you know very fast how it works because it kind of fits into the system that exists already. All right, then the last option is conquering Middle-earth. So once again, this is the map of Middle Earth. We've got Linden, Arnor, Ruanian, Enidwaith, Rohan, Gondor, and Mordor. If you have a unit, there are also fortresses. If you have a unit or fortress in every single square on Middle Earth, then you have conquered it and you win the game. And this is kind of like the military track from Seven Wonders Duel. The major difference with this is that this map is actually tactical. Whenever our units are in the same square, they fight and they trade 1 for 1.
Okay.
And later, in the later ages, we actually have units, have cards that will let us move units on the board. And so, early,
so say I'm here and I move a unit here. These just immediately trade.
They just trade. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly like that. There are cards, and we'll get into the cards as we go. But like these red cards deploy units to the board, and you get to pick one of the 2 spaces on the board. So this is Gondor or Rohan. You can deploy 1 unit, and so if you've got units on the board and I deploy units there, we trade.
Okay.
And if we got stuff left over, we go from there. All right. So on our turn, this is exactly like Seven Wonders Duel. On our turn, we pick whether we're going to take a card, a chapter card. This is the chapter cards right here. Or we take a landmark tile, and these are landmark tiles. Okay? So to take a chapter card, you have to pay the cost. The only cost that we have displayed right now is this elf right here. It's going to be chromed. But that right there is the cost.
Okay.
Also, like Seven Wonders, this is the link. So you can link this to a later chapter and deploy the thing for free, so you get to bypass the cost if you match your links.
Okay.
And unlike Seven Wonders, where you're like incentivized to monopolize stuff to force the opponent to pay for stuff, in this you pay 1 gold for every missing symbol that you have. So if you wanted to, you can just pay 1 and get this.
Okay.
The gray cards are like the gray cards in Seven Wonders Duel. These provide the different skills. This is courage. This is ruse. This is strength. The knowledge. Let's see if I'm getting that right. Knowledge.
Books. We're calling it books.
Knowledge. And then there is another skill. These are like skills called leadership, which is a crown. The landmarks require a ton of these skills.
Yeah, throw one of those up.
So this is Gondor right here, or Minas Tirith.
Oh yeah.
And so this first symbol is the number of fortresses you have on the board.
It's a 1 there.
So the first landmark you build is free. So these are kind of like the wonders in Seven Wonders Duel. The first landmark you build is free, but every landmark you build after that costs you more gold.
Mm-hmm.
This requires 3 ruse, 1 strength, and 2 knowledge. And then you get the effects for this. So this puts this big symbol is the fortress. So this puts a fortress in Gondor. And then it puts 1 unit in Gondor. This is what this symbol is telling you. Okay?
I see.
And then the 2 rings mean you move twice on the track.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
All right. Now, fortresses are a lot more safe. They'll just kind of go on the board. They're we're going to lay pieces down, but you can stand them up. There's only 1 person who can have a fortress in a place. But your fortresses are much more safe than other stuff. But there are things that will get rid of fortresses. So if I have a fortress here, and then I have units in every other place, but I don't have any units here, that's when I would win the game. So fortresses are basically always present in the place that they're in. And so this helps you towards your military victory.
Okay.
Right.
Do they provide any sort of combat bonus?
No. They're there, and if you occupy all 7 places, you win the game.
If you have a fortress in Gondor and I get the thing that puts a fortress in Gondor, does it replace it, or is it just nothing?
That won't happen because there is 1 thing that puts a fortress in Gondor.
Okay.
Yeah. So the ring track has a way to remove fortresses.
Oh,
I believe the int pile has a way to remove fortresses. And that I think those are the two ways you get rid of fortresses.
Understood.
All right. Yeah, we've got blue cards. The red cards are military. Blue cards are rings. And this is very simple. You just move ahead one on the track.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Easy enough.
Now, a lot of the blue cards have skills that are required, but they also do link. And so it's you're kind of encouraged to move deeper onto the ring track once you've actually got some, because it's free for you. And a lot like Seven Wonders Duel, this first round you're like, I don't need skills to buy anything, and then in the second round everything has like 3 skills attached to it or more. And so you start paying through the nose. So the green cards are kind of like the technology track before, but if you get 6 different symbols, and I believe there is an eagle symbol. There is an eagle symbol in one of these that counts as like another faction symbol, and so that can let you get to 6 easier without having to get all of the stuff that exists,
okay.
Right? So, and it's based off of your green cards. It's not based off of the actual bonuses that you have. Okay. It's based off the green cards. And then gold cards just straight up give you gold. That's very simplified compared to Seven Wonders Duel. And then there are purple cards, which are like maneuver cards, which do various things. A lot of them will like discard gold. They'll move units on the board.
Is the one used for gold to like subbing for symbols?
Correct. Yes.
That's the only thing you do.
Yeah. There's no victory points, so gold left over at the end of the game is just gold wasted. Okay. Yeah. Your smog, you have a pile of gold, but you're dead. Who cares, right? So, yeah.
Spoilers.
So, I'm sorry, that's a story that happens before this one.
Yeah,
that is a concept you are familiar with.
That's a spoiler because it happened before.
Yeah. I'm sorry. So, but yeah. Other than that, I think we're ready to go.
Yeah.
So, I am the first player. I'll try to keep my cards as best as I can to be visible over here. I have 2 gold currently.
We could move things that are a little farther down if you wanted. Like to there.
Yeah, you'll have space for your stuff too. Yeah. So I think it's
fine.
Yeah, it's probably fine, and we'll adjust as we go if we need it. Yeah. At the end of the age, so once these are all, at the end of the chapter, so once all of these are gone, we're going to deal out the second chapter, and it's got a similar pattern, but it's like reversed.
Does it go till all these cards are drafted?
Yes. And once all these are drafted, we refill any landmarks that have been taken.
Okay.
But we don't refill until that time.
So this game could end feasibly in like the second age or something, right?
I think so. I think it would be hard, but like the third age, your military cards, you have like, you can do a maneuver as like remove a dude from a thing and then move 2
you could,
people.
Like, take a win right there.
And you could use that to kind of snatch a win out of nowhere. So, all right, I got 2 gold. I'm gonna try my best not to fidget with it so you can keep track of it. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna start by taking the leadership skill right here. I think it is important to keep track of skills.
Symbols, yeah.
So I'll leave that right there, so that way people can know what kind of skills I'm cooking with.
All right, I'll take this thing.
That's the ruse. Now, as we take cards from the tableau here, we will reveal cards when they become available. And available cards are ones that have nothing on them. Yes, so if that strength gets picked, then 2 cards become available. I do think part of the strategy of the game is trying to limit your opponent's knowledge and maybe try to force them into taking something that then lets you... No, because we don't know what's down here, right?
If you take this, it shows me 2 cards that you have not even seen yet.
And I don't know what to plan around, right? So I'm going to use the book to buy the Elven support for free.
Okay, I'll take this heart.
Okay. And that'll flip that. All right, so that is a unit in Arnor or Linden.
That does not have a cost?
Does not have a cost. Okay. So I kind of like that one. I'm going to take that one. It's also got a link for later on, so it lets me draft something for later. So now I get to pick, I can put a unit either in Linden or in Arnor. If I put this unit into Arnor, our units trade, they just explode. So I'm going to put the unit in Linden. I think it's all about. It's kind of similar. If I blow up one of your guys there, if I put one there, I like having the stuff on the board though, right?
Yeah.
Because that means you have to put 2 units here if you want to take over it.
All right, I'll get another skill.
All right.
I don't know if this is a good strategy or not. Probably not.
The skills are pretty good. Now
out.
you can discard a card if you choose. You can discard a card to get gold equal to the chapter that we're in.
Oh, instead of drafting it?
Instead of drafting it,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
So you always have the ability. You're never like forced into a dead card.
I see.
The skills I do think add towards this, but also like in Seven Wonders Duel, the second age has cards that have like multiples of skills on them or have options of skills.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. All right. I think I want the Dwarven support. It's very tempting to get one of these rings, but I'm going to pay one because I don't have the crown. I'm going to get the Dwarven support. If I get another Elven or another Dwarven support, then I get to get one of these tokens, and these tokens have like permanent bonuses on them. If you want, I can read through them, just a couple examples.
Yeah.
So one of the Elven ones says, when you play a yellow card, take another turn after finishing this one.
Every time?
Yes, that is permanent.
Okay.
One of the Dwarven ones, when you play a landmark tile, take another turn after finishing this one. Or when you play a green card, also complete 2 movements on the central board. So these are static effects that give you a bunch of bonuses.
So those are very good, yeah.
Yeah. The one I got yesterday from the Hobbits was when you play a blue card, also place 1 unit in any region. So I was able to keep Sam and Frodo ahead on the track, but it was also putting pressure on the board, right?
I see. Well, those sound really good.
Yeah.
My action there, I'll buy this ring
Okay.
thing. So.
Yep, that's good. It links later on.
Yeah, and I'll move up 1.
Yep. So you move up 1. All right. I can buy that one. I think I'm actually priced into taking this gold here because I'm so far behind on skills.
I'm gonna take this guy. So
yeah.
I have my skill there to pay for it. And
yeah.
I'll just take that and move up again.
Yep. That one's free. That flips that up. 2 golds. So if you actually move up again, you get more gold.
I'm trying to show some of the art on the cards because it's sick.
Yeah, the art is very good in this game.
It's like really good.
It's on small cards. I think like some of these are actually murals. I think some of this stuff is murals.
That makes sense, yeah.
So
I love this one.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, well I mean the Nazgul chasing the hobbits has always been like creepy looking, right? All right, take the ring. You know what? I'm gonna take this. I'll cede a little bit of the ring track. I'm just gonna make sure I'm well stocked for the next stage.
I'll take this thing. Only thing I can take.
Yep.
But it's fine. Well, I'm giving you more stuff.
Or the skill, huh?
I do get a gold though.
All right. That's the Horn of Man there. I do have a book, so I'm gonna grab this. And so I've got the option, and I think I go ahead and just do this. So I get to look at the elf, the dwarf, and the man token, and these are revealed.
Okay.
Because these will actually go back face up. So that is the take another turn after you take the yellow token. That is if you take a green card, move to. And this is after you take a red card. When you play a red card, place 1 additional unit on the chosen region.
Oh.
So that's these all seem pretty good. Green card double move. This is like makes your red cards better. And I am behind on skills, so this is like I can take money and then buy another card with it. I'm gonna go with the red here, and so whenever I place a unit, and these go back on top, so you do know what is here.
Interesting. All right, I'm gonna take this guy.
All right.
So I get a man on.
Yes.
It's
Enid Waith.
Enid Waith. Okay.
Yeah, Enid Waith or Ronian.
Okay, I'll do Enid Waith. That's all it does, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It also prevents me from
exactly. That's why I wanted to take.
So I'm gonna take the courage there to try to make up some of the gap there.
I'll take this thing.
All right, so you've got an extra ruse. Well, which of these is it going to be? I guess there's no actual puzzle there, so I'll take those.
If I
guess if I take this one because then
if I bought a wonder, I don't take a card, right? Like that's my turn buying a wonder.
Yes, yeah.
So this one is. I need one more for that. I have the fist. I need 2 more for a book.
So it would cost you 3 because you have 3 of the 6 you need. You don't have a tower, so that is free currently.
Oh, okay. So if I pay 3 gold, that's all I need for that, right?
Yep.
All right. I think that's worth doing.
All right. So, so you buy the landmark there, so you get to place a tower on Gondor.
Yeah.
You get to place a unit on Gondor.
Nice.
And then you get to move the ring track up too.
Very cool.
Okay, so this lets you put 1 unit anywhere on there. This gives you an extra turn. This blows up one of my fortresses, and then obviously that final square lets you win the game.
Okay.
You have sprinted very far ahead on the ring track.
I'm blazing.
So I think I have to match your monument with the monument because I want you to take that.
Yeah.
Because I want this, right? Because that gets me 4/6 of the way there. So let's see. Okay. This is Tower and Linden, and the green symbol there is take the top 2 tokens of any race and reveal them and choose them. So this gives you the bonus of any of these.
Damn.
This is Fortress and Mordor. And you get to go through the discarded cards and pick one.
Okay. Are this the discard cards? We haven't discarded anything, but there were cards we
there are
unused
yes
from
yes.
The deal out? Okay.
So at the beginning of the age, every age there are 3 cards that are unused, and these are left face down. No idea what these are. If I knew all the cards,
if you memorize all the cards, you know what.
If you know if I've memorized all the cards, I could know what's in there. I'm willing to bet like leadership is one, right? Because we haven't seen a leadership. So and it's like it's a requisite for this here. All right, so I've got books and courage, which I would have to pay 5 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this one. Or I could pay 4 gold for this one. I guess you know what I gotta do. We're RPing here. I'll spend my 4 gold for the Mordor one, and so that puts a tower in Mordor, and then lets me look through the discarded stuff and pick one.
I think I already like this more than 7 Wonders Duel.
The
theme is really hitting.
The theme is cool, right?
Yeah.
Right. All right, so yes, leadership was one of those, so I will get that right there.
Okay, well, I'll take this gold.
All right, 2 gold for you.
I'm broke, so.
I am going to. We'll go ahead and pick up the hobbits here. What can I say? The people love Sauron.
The hobbits, everybody.
The dwarves love Sauron. The humans love Sauron. All right.
This lets me put a unit in Rohan.
Yes. All right. So you do actually have quite a bit of space on the board. You got a lot of real estate there. All right. So end of the chapter. Once the chapter ends, set up the cards for the next chapter, and then reveal new landmark tiles. So, all right. We've got the chapter 2 cards here, and the spread for this one is 6 face up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's supposed to be the bottom, or is that?
This is the top.
It goes reverse.
Yes, It's going to be reverse. And then the chapter 3 gets wacky. It gets a little wacky with it.
You have first action because I took the last action.
You took the last action. Yes, I get the first action this time. There. If your final action is take an extra turn in the chapter, you get the first action in the next chapter.
Okay.
And then face up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then face down 3, 1, 2, 3, and then face up 2, 1, 2.
Okay.
All right, and then the rest of these are discarded. New landmarks. Bree, I think this is like Bree or something. And then this is Helm's Deep here.
Sick. So you are first?
Yeah, that is correct. All right, so I can pay 2 gold for that there, or you do not have the bedroll. I'm like I basically almost have to take this ring one because I'm like pretty far behind on the ring grace. That one does cost you gold. That one does cost you 2.
It cost me 2.
Cost you all of your gold. Am I fine with that? I might just be fine with that. So I've got courage. That's going to cost me 2 gold. Man, it's not easy being
these streets.
It's not easy being evil.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much. So I'll spend the 2 gold. Let's dump some units onto the table. So I get to put 3 units on the table. I'll dump 3 into Rohan. So you've got 1 unit there. So the army will trade. And then the orcs have stormed Helm's Deep.
All right. So you got horn. You got hammer. I probably do need to start like getting stuff. You have the anvil. Or no? What is that? How do you know?
I do have the anvil.
You do have, so that would be free.
Yeah,
for you.
that is free for me.
Okay. It would cost me 2 gold.
And if you take that, then I can take the elven one.
Okay.
So if I get this one, then I get to look at the top 2, I believe, and then pick one of those symbols. So I'd like get more permanent bonuses. So
well, I mean, I don't know.
Don't know if you can stop
yeah,
that.
I don't know if I can stop.
I think like, I mean, honestly, the ring is not a bad way for you to go about it, right?
Like,
maybe you just kill me with the 1 ring. As soon as you have 2 matching race symbols, take the top 2 alliance tokens of this race and reveal them. Choose one to place one of you, and the other one goes back on top.
Okay. Move past the track, so I get to place a unit. So I'm gonna put a guy here.
Okay, in Ruanyan.
Yeah.
I believe that's how it's pronounced. Oh my god, look at all the... So if I take this one, you can't deny me the other 2. So I'll take this one. So that gives me 2 hammers, which lets me look at these. And actually, you know what? I think I go ahead... this is remove a fortress? The dwarves knocking down a fortress? When you play a landmark tile, ignore the additional coin cost. Okay, so this would let me build the other landmarks for cheaper. I'm actually just going to take the double move on green.
Okay.
That lets me get more advantage.
I'll get some gold.
All right, so I am going to let's grab these hobbitses.
So you get to look at 2 hobbit thingies now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting really far behind on these things.
All right, so this is when I take a blue card, I get to deploy somebody, and this is actually the eagles. So this is the symbol. This puts me at 5 symbols. So all I got to do is catch 1 more Pokemon, and I'll caught them all. So I think I go with this because that puts you in like sudden death mode.
So what's the other symbol I need to look out for?
So there are the wizards and the Ents, and those do appear in the 3rd age.
Okay.
So
I got
but
a blaze. Where we're going.
Yeah. I cannot dunk this ring in that volcano fast enough.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Since I took the green card, I actually got to make 2 movements.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to send. I think we send the troops from Mordor. So 1 goes into Gondor, and those trade, and then this unit is going to move into Gondor.
Okay.
All right, and then it's back to me. Elf time. Ooh. I get all the upgrades. So no, sorry, this is humans. So I get to look at 2 of these. This is when you take a gold card. When you take a yellow card, move your character 1 space on the quest for the ring track. And this is, you discard a card, take 2 times the coins instead. So this would give me double the coins. I might need that one. No, screw it. We're doing this one. I'm going to get most for my actions.
Okay. I'll take
Oh, and I took a green card, so I get to move twice.
Okay.
I just send these troops to their death. So we'll send them in and trade those off the table. And this now flips.
I'll take this thing.
Okay. Double heart. This costs me gold, so I guess I'm going to take this gold one. It's worth 4 gold. I took a gold card, so this lets me move my character on the ring track. So I'm not getting completely skunked there.
This is take another turn?
Let's take another turn, yeah.
All right, well, I'll take this.
Yep. So you get there.
I move 1, and I take another turn.
Yep.
I will... Let's take this guy.
Okay.
I pay 1 for that because I'm missing the knowledge.
Yeah, no books. So you could put 2 units into either Rohan or Mordor.
So can I do 1 of each, or is it 2 and 1?
You have to pick one or the other. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do.
I believe. I'll read that just to make sure I'm not getting the rules wrong. Red cards immediately let you place units in the regions of the Middle Earth. Choose one of the 2 regions shown by the banners and place all units in the chosen region. So yeah. I did a lot of work to kill all those guys in Rohan a second ago.
They're back.
Okay, so I'm going to pay 1, and I'm going to get this. I desperately need these skills. This will save me some money down the road. Oh man, can you?
I cannot afford that. I can't buy that.
Ooh.
So that sucks. I can get this for free. So I'll do that.
Okay. So you can dump 2 units into Linden or Enidwaith.
Let's do Enidwaith.
Okay. The elf. All right. You know what? I have to continue my domination of this track.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the lyre, which lets me do that. So I get to look at these. Ooh. This is once per turn benefit from any skill. So I think I go with that, and that is if you take a gold card, you get to go again. So that also excellent for me.
Pretty good. My turn.
Yeah.
I guess this thing right here.
All
It's
right.
free.
Oh,
So
yep. You
I
got
have
the chain. Yeah.
Requisite.
All right.
So I get 2 into.
Oh, I'm sorry. I took a green, so I got to move 2 units.
Okay.
So I'll just fight my guy from there, and I'll fight my guy into here.
Okay. So I get to put 2 into either Gondor or Mordor.
Yes.
I'll do Mordor.
Okay. All right. You've actually got quite an army amassing there.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we got? What do we got skills wise? Can we get a got an army massing? There's like a chance in the next phase I could lose on military. I need 2 fists, heart, crown. I have to pay 1 for their. I could get the 3rd fist. That would leave me with 1 heart. So I think I pick up Bree here. So I'll pick up this. And so that puts a fortress here. And that puts 2 units into Arnor. These explode. And then this guy gets to make a move. He gets to mosey. Move him into Linden, I guess. Move him into Linden.
Okay.
It's the one. It's the one that's like there's only. This is the Australia, right? There's only one way in or out. So
I'll take this book.
An extra leadership. I don't know that I'm mad at it, but you would get to put more units on the board. All right. You know what? I guess I'll get this extra leadership.
I do have to pay 1 for that, so there's that. I don't have damn leadership. I got no damn leaders here. So 2 in Arnor or into Rue something. I'll do Arnor.
Okay. I can. I guess I'll take this one. Benefit from the ruse there.
I'll discard this one for 2.
Okay.
Golds.
Okay. That's the end of the age. Now we get a little wacky with it.
Okay.
Let me get the.
Is there a new layout for?
Yeah, this is a different layout for the cards.
Okay.
So, if you remember Seven Wonders Duel, this is the exact same layout as.
Oh, it is. I actually do not remember that at all. Okay. I did not.
All right, so it is 2 face up, and so this is the purple cards I'm talking about. These are like replace the guilds.
Okay.
And then we got 3 face down. And then we've got 4 face up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 2 face down. 1. I'm just going to shuffle that since I saw what that was. 2. And then we have 4 face up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 3 face down. 1, 2, 3.
What's up, Jinx?
And then we got 2 face up. 1, 2. Okay. So those ends right there.
Do you win?
Do I actually have? So you took the last action?
Yeah.
So I gather the ents. I've got heart from there. Crown thing. Boom. Yeah. Well, gather the ents. Thanks to the help of the Ents and the Eagles. They're helping out Sauron. It is exactly like Seven Wonders, except it is the Lord of the Rings version. It's the same system, but it is Lord of the Rings. So
there you have it.
Got lucky there. The wizard would have done it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like it was going to be pretty tight.
I had a lot of. So I was worried about this map.
I do think I could have won pretty soon with that.
Yeah, I was worried about this map.
To fill this, right?
Yeah. There's one more out there. Yeah.
Yeah. So
This map is obviously you got the favor on the map, and you're also way ahead in the ring track. And I actually think
it would have been 2 or 3, maybe 2.
Yeah. So if you hit one of the 3 ring, if you hit one of those, you get to blow up one of my fortresses, and I never have a chance to win that one. And it's possible that you hit 2 ring, you get 3 of the 2 moves, and you still win.
Yeah. If I had a way to get some more of the greens earlier in the game, I would have been in a much better position, I think.
Yeah. But, I mean, these gave me a ton of it.
Yeah. It was too much. Yeah. It was way too much. But yeah, that was cool. I like that.
Yeah. It's sick, isn't it?
It's great.
It plays fast, and
I'm surprised how fast it plays.
Yes, yeah. For how crunchy it is too, right? Because there's a lot going on. You got to juggle a whole bunch of stuff.
It's really clear as far as who is in winning
yes,
also, which is cool.
Yeah, it's not a I gotcha.
Yeah,
it's,
exactly.
Right. There's no. The thing is you know all the information about these 2, right? Mm-hmm. So if you get you could have hit your 3 if there was one of these that kind of played into your strategy. You'd be okay, I know that one is there. Let me go get that. So
yeah, exactly.
No problem, Jonesy.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for hanging out and watching us. All right, so we're going to clean this up. We're going to take a brief intermission, and we will be right back with sorcery.
Yep.
If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching this on YouTube.
Appreciate it. Please
definitely check this game out. This game is relatively new. It came out last week. So if you're lucky, your local store will have. There's a promo Shire tile.
Oh.
And if you go to your store, your local game store, you might be able to get the promo Shire tile, which I'm sure will be hard to find at some point.
Yeah, so, I like it as a Lord of the Rings fan. I would play this over Seven Wonders Duel probably all the time.
Yeah,
I would play it without.
It's going to be different every time you play it.
It's good. I like it. I'm a big fan. So if you like Lord of the Rings, especially, get it. If you like just 2-player heads-up games, I think it's just really solid overall.
Yeah, I would hesitate to call this a direct improvement over Seven Wonders Duel.
It's linear.
Yes. Right? Yeah. But because the game just ended there, right?
Yeah.
But that could happen in Seven Wonders Duel too. But yeah, in Seven Wonders Duel, you're playing. There's the technology victory. There's the track. If you push the other person off the track, I would have been that because that's kind of what this is, sort of.
Yeah,
the blue
it
cards in Seven Wonders Duel are just victory points. They're worth like a ton of victory points. But in this, that's like sort of military, and then you also have another military thing over here that you're messing with. So anyway,
Thanks for watching.
appreciate everybody hanging around. So
We'll see you next time.
goodbye.